Here we are back in the woods. We're just having a little lie down underneath a big old oak tree. I don't know how old it is. I guess it must be a good age, maybe 100 or 200 years old. Well, after their night as a little family and Christ as head of the household, he's done a lot. He's done a lot of teaching, and he's laid out the new meal of remembrance that will remind them of all that is to happen in the days that lie ahead. But they go out into an old olive grove, and they're in that olive garden. Jesus, in the evening, late evening, begins to pray. Some olive trees are reputed to be 2,000-3,000 years old. I don't know how old the olive trees in Jesus' garden was, in the Garden of Gethsemane was, but they could well be a few hundred years old. They could have been planted during the lifetime of the last great prophet, Malachi. They could have been there in Isaiah's day and borne witness over Israel. But now they're bearing witness over Jesus Christ. Here is the Creator of the world, enfleshed in a human body, and now led beneath them, weeping and grieved at what lies ahead. And as he prays, Judas appears. John tells us in John 18, now Judas, who betrayed him, knew the place because Jesus has often met there with his disciples. So Judas came to the grove, guiding a detachment of soldiers and some officials from the chief priests and Pharisees. They were carrying torches and lanterns and weapons. Jesus, knowing all that was going to happen to him, went out and asked them, "Who is it that you want?" "Jesus of Nazareth," they replied. "I am he," he said. And Judas the traitor was standing with them. When Jesus said, "I am he," they drew back and fell to the ground. And again he asked them, "Who is it you want?" They said, "Jesus of Nazareth." "I told you I am he," he answered. "If you're looking for me, then let these men go." This happened so the words he had spoken would be fulfilled. "I have not lost one of those that you gave me." And now, in a garden, in an old olive grove, Jesus is approached by Judas and a detachment of soldiers to arrest him, but he still has the power. And as he speaks his name, "Who are you looking for?" "Jesus of Nazareth." And as he says, "I am he," they cannot resist him. They fall back in a remarkable and amazing way. But then we get to an act of self-sacrifice again. "Take me," he says. "Leave the other disciples. Take me. If you want me, take me, but not them." And he did this because the prophecies said that he would not lose one. But we need to remember that when we trust ourselves to Jesus Christ, when we trust ourselves into his care, he will never lose us. He will never lose us. If we follow him, if we love him, if we obey him, we will never be lost. And despite all the things that will happen around us and the chaos of life, this is the great reminder of Easter. Jesus loves us, gives himself for us, and will never lose us. Well, at the end of this day that precedes Good Friday, we thank God for his faithfulness, and we thank Jesus Christ that we will never, ever be lost. And so from me and my little friend, may God bless you and keep you, cause his face this evening to shine upon you and give you peace.